Well, if you're viewing this, you're probably like me and like to target shoot at least 100 yards or more, and you like to make all your shots go in that little circle in the middle called the bullseye. And I was wondering why quite often a bullet would just seem to go off someplace where I didn't even have it aimed. And I got to thinking, well, there's me, the rifle, and the bullet. And the bullet, and you're shooting 22 long rifle, is composed of basically three things: the shell casing, the lead projectile, and the propellant. And I got to thinking, how much does that bullet vary? So I went to Amazon and I bought myself a little digital scale that kind of convenient to weigh bullets. So I'm sure you can find it. AWS is the name. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I started out weighing ammunition and putting each weight in a little hole in the muffin tin or a box that I had marked. And I came up with one manufacturer that varied between 51.5 and 53.1 grains. And it looked like this. I'll hold that up there so you can see it. And you see it's not a pretty curve. And the idea is to shoot all of them that weigh the same at any one target. That eliminates the variation, so to speak, of bullet weight. Now, it doesn't make any difference what the spread is. Like, this is a pretty ugly spread here, because you load up all the same weights in your magazine, or at least two adjacent ones, so that they're very close. Then I got to thinking, well, I've been shooting another brand that said it was a matched ammunition. Didn't say to what degree, but here is what they did. Now that's a considerably better graph, and it varies between 51.3 and 52, or 7/10. It's about half of what the other one was. And I like that, but I wanted to shoot just one weight at a time. And with 320 in the box, I got a fair number, so I could be really consistent. Now, wasn't any great big secret. Just like you might do in school, you take a bullet out of the box, put it on the scale, weigh it, put it in the appropriate box. When you get all done, you count them up. You can do a graph too, or just shoot them. It did not make a difference between brands, but it did make a difference when I knew the weight and they were all the same. It brought my grouping in closer, and the number of wild shots were reduced. The remaining ones that were wild, I have to account to either myself and or the gun. This was a very interesting little procedure, and I do it now all the time. I buy 300, 400, 500 rounds. I have a lot of time, so I can just sit there and weigh them out, maybe 100, 200 at a time. And then when I want to shoot every day, I just pick them out of that particular box. Makes my own matched ammunition, and it's very cheap doing it that way. So, just remember this. If the girls can't find you handsome, make sure they find you handy. That's what the man told me. Bye now.